technical difficulties. I gotta get me a new computer and get some new recording equipment. So I'm recording off my phone right now, which it should be okay. I have it plugged in, so I'm sorry guys. I hope that you guys can hear me okay without too much echo, because I don't have my mic hooked up here. So Leo, welcome to the reading. Tonight's reading is definitely going to be about your crown chakra awakening and you clearing yourself of toxicity, toxic energies that's going on in your life. Right before I cut the last live that I just tried to do, I was actually talking about symptoms for crown chakra awakenings and things like that. Leo, I feel like that you're starting to pay more attention to your ideas. You're recognizing what your path is and you're aligning with it. In order for you to tune in to this crown chakra awakening, you have to, well, not you have to, but it's recommended that you ask your spirit team, your angels, to release any toxic energies, you know, that may be in the way of it. And you may already be doing this, Leo. I really feel like a lot of you guys are, like if you have addictions or if you're around people with addictions, it's like you're setting boundaries, you're cutting things short, you're being moderate, you're using moderation, I guess you could say. Let me get into this, Leo. Let me see what's going on here for you. Anxiety. Okay, so there may have been a lot of anxiety around something going on, Leo. You may have a lot of anxiety in your life. Okay, abundance flipped out in the reverse. So Leo, I feel like that you may have been questioning your worth, you know, or you may have anxiety. Yeah, you may have like some anxiety about your self-worth, about who you are, what you can create, what you can manifest. You may have lived a lifestyle where money meant everything or appearances meant everything, how much you have, what you can accumulate. Not saying that is important because you certainly need a stable foundation in this lifetime, but I also feel like, you know, you're really starting to question what is your self-worth outside of abundance. What is it outside of what people want from you, like paying bills or, you know, helping out, things like that. Like, who are you to you? And I really feel like you're starting to discover that. But also there may be some existing anxieties here, Leo, tied to money. You may be feeling as though you're not making enough. You know, you may be looking into starting your own business. You may be looking into things you need to cut out, you know, like extra subscription services and stuff you don't need to try to save money. I really feel like, Leo, you're really welcoming in this change that's coming here with this crown chakra awakening. It's like you're preparing yourself, okay? And with this crown chakra awakening, Leo, you may experience physical sensations, emotional shifts, spiritual experiences. You know, you may look at things differently. You may watch a movie that you haven't seen since you were like a teenager or maybe a little kid, and you'll watch it again and be like, man, that hits deep now all of a sudden. Like, why didn't I see that? Or why wasn't I paying attention to that one specific energy in this movie or book or whatever before? You're looking at things differently, you are. And you may be having like headaches, sensitivity to light. There could be some sleep disturbances, and there could be some dizziness here. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the live. I'm sorry guys, the last one I had to cut out because the quality was just terrible, okay? Anyways, so welcome back, Leo. Anyways, let me get into it, okay? Give me a second here. Like I said before, your angels are inviting you to clear out any toxicity, anything that's in your way, you know, so that you can receive these messages from the divine, messages about your path. You may be asking Spirit advice on how to better yourself, what you can do to be on your path, what you need to release, what you need to sacrifice. And it's not, and I don't want to say that you may feel like, you know, Spirit was ignoring you, but you may not have be able to hear them because there's too many distractions. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, for example, you know, family. Not saying family's bad, nothing like that, but I'm just saying, I really feel like you've learned to set boundaries so that you can make room for yourself. Make room for who you are, what's important to you, you know, and not just what everybody else needs. You know, you have to be able to sustain yourself here, Leo. What else here for Leo? Ooh, okay. Yeah, it says consciousness. You're evolving your consciousness. You're elevating in vibration, learning karmic lessons. You're looking at life differently. Yeah, And I feel like, Leo, you've learned to just go with the flow of the universe. You know that's important. You're recognizing that the universe is omnipotent and it is foolish to try to control it, okay? The universe is omnipotent. Just remember that you still have power. But at the end of the day, the all-knowing, you know, God, whomever, illumination, you know what I'm saying? Things are being illuminated to you as well. You are developing a consciousness, Leo, I feel, where you're starting to understand the flow of life. You know, and you may have had to lose people in the process. You may have had to lose yourself. We all go through things. It took for me to it took for me to be humbled by spirit in my life and lose a lot of things and people for me to understand what was truly important in my life. And not saying that people aren't and some things aren't, but if you don't put yourself first, if you don't go after what you want, you're losing no matter who you please. And that's just the way it is. You know, you have to be able to please yourself. Yeah. So Spirit is definitely inviting you to allow comfort into your life, to seek more comfort. You may be distancing yourself from people. Also, Spirit wants you, Leo, Spirit wants you to be comfortable with endings here, okay? We got the comfort in death. So I feel like Spirit is talking to you and letting you know what I'm saying, that it's okay for things to end. It's okay for things to change. You may have lost people, may have lost just relationships, just different things, okay? Spirit wants you to be comfortable with going along with the flow of life and letting things go when it's time to change, okay? Believe in the magic that you hold. Definitely. Okay, Leo, so let me get some more cards out here. I'm going to see what else is going on in your energy. You may have questioned your worth in the past. May have felt like you weren't worthy. You may have had a lot of failures. And it's just something that may have stuck with you. And Spirit is asking you to let it go. Let go of things that have angered you. Forgive people that have wronged you. All right, yeah, wait, okay, we'll start with that. Leo says waves, emotions, worry, fear. So yeah, Spirit is like, let go of worry and fear. Yeah, because they just keep you stuck, confused, and not knowing which way to go with the puzzle card here. You may be a little bit confused or conflicted, you know, not knowing which way to go. And this could be bringing upon some anxiety, you know, which may tumble or snowball, I guess, into something bigger. And Spirit is inviting you to not let that happen, okay? Don't fall victim to that, okay? Yeah, we have the antisocial card, which talks about feeling left out, or you may be in your feelings a bit. Yeah, Spirit is inviting you to, again, just set boundaries with people that you feel like are seeking to confuse you. But I also feel like, Leo, that you, with this puzzle card, because this arrow is like going both ways, I feel like you really are in your feelings about something. Hi, Odin. You want to say hi to everybody? It's my dog, Odin, y'all. He wants to say hi. All right, go lay down. I got to finish Leo's reading. Go. Come on. Go. No. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I have somebody who likes to crash the show. Odin, go lay down. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So, Leo, as I was saying, there could be somebody in your energy, or this could be you, you know, feeling left out of the world. It's like you want to break free, but you're not sure how to go about doing it. You know, that's what I feel here. You may feel like you don't have many options, or maybe you did in the past. You maybe feel like you're stuck. I got two cards saying that you could be stuck. Stagnant and trapped. They both say stuck. So I feel like, Leo, you may be struggling a bit to come out of your comfort zone when it comes to making some changes in your life, or letting somebody go, perhaps, a situation, a lifestyle, a way of thinking, a way of being. It seems as though you're being called to let it go or to change or drop it, and you're a little worried about that because and also I feel like you're bound, you know, like you're like, okay, I feel like I'm stuck, you know, there's nothing I can do right now. And if you are unable to make a move, it's meant to be that way, Leo, at this time. Okay, so there may be a time, maybe a need for you to have pause. Okay, so all right, Leo, let me get into my index cards, okay? Please take the energy how it resonates, okay? Because these cards have a billion different random messages on them, okay? So let's see what comes out. And I'm sorry if it's extra echoey in here. I had to shut the door so that Odin would stop crashing my reading. For you guys that watch the energy checks, if you ever watch any of my energy check shorts, and you hear like somebody snoring or drinking water or eating or crunching, that's Odin. He only likes to eat or drink or something when I'm on the phone or something like that. He's just goofy that way. Okay, Leo, so it says Romans 12:19, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Leo, I feel like that you are trusting in the process and trusting in God. Trusting that everything will be taken care of in divine timing. There could be a lot of things, Leo, that you struggle, like a lot of things that have made you angry, that you may hold a grudge against, or someone could be holding a grudge against you. And in the past, you may have been the type of person to hold on to those grudges, to confront, to, you know, like settle a beef or something like that, to, you know, but now I feel like you're just in the energy of letting it go. I feel like you don't want to be bothered with it. What's on my phone? There we go. Sorry, Leo. But anyway, as I was saying, I really feel like that you are turning in and just understanding that the universe has its own version of karma, that you don't need to be involved in it. What's going on here for Leo? Okay, so it says petty theft, energy vampire. They want to physically fight you. Leo, who y'all pissing off? This could be a rival. Are you happy with him or her? Okay, so this could be an ex, Leo. I'll try to fix the video so that it's not all backwards or reversed. I guess I have to fix it later. Anyways, Leo, let me get back to it. So, Leo, check it. There is somebody in your energy that is not happy with you. They're not. Somebody feels like, this is somebody who's extremely petty. This is somebody that when you left this person alone, they, like, for example, you could have left an ink pen over their house, okay? You could have left a pen over their house. This is to be the type of person where you cut them off and you've taken everything out of the house except for this one ink pen. You left it over there and they're calling your phone about it. Like, yeah, you know you left his pen over here. You know, you think you slick. You just want a reason to come back or this other. Like, somebody's trying to start shit. Somebody's trying to get a rise out of you. Somebody feels as though they've been, you know, they've been bested by you. They feel like they need to get their lick back. I'm also getting, Leo, that you have someone in your energy that's competitive with you. This could be a nemesis, a rival. And this is somebody who, I really hope they don't want to lay hands on you, but somebody here is just, yeah, look, crabs in a barrel mentality. Yeah. Leo, this is weird. It really seems like somebody here doesn't want to see you win, pretty much. Somebody felt like they was going to be able to keep you down. What else is going on here? Yeah, but you're on your hustle. On my hustle. Lady Karma has perfect attendance. Yeah, Leo, you're unbothered. Because you know for a fact that as long as you mind your own business and focus on you and what's best for you and yours and your money and your coins, then, and just giving the rest of it to spirit, you know that your spirit team's going to take care of it. You know that God's got you. And I feel like that's what's going on here. You're like, I'm not worried about you. I'm on my hustle. I'll let Lady Karma worry about you. So this could be somebody who's wronged you. You know, that somebody may be trying to gaslight you into some kind of a conflict or something. Also, we have, they left you something in their will when they passed away. So somebody here may have left something. Reconciliation. Somebody may want to reconcile because they feel like that you helped them. Whoa, the way that fell out. Y'all see that shit? Hold on. Dude. Okay, Leo, check it out. Somebody here is ready for reconciliation, okay? They feel like that you helped them to become a better person by making them accountable. You set boundaries with somebody, Leo. okay? This person that you set boundaries with, they may not have ever experienced that before. They may not have ever had anybody tell them or put them in their place in a sense, or make them look at themselves. You know, we all have narcissistic tendencies, so I'm not going to say, well, someone's extremely narcissistic. I don't feel that. I just feel like you made somebody look at life and look at themselves differently, and you also made it plainly, you made it clear to them what you will and will not tolerate, and how quickly they can leave your energy if they're not willing to respect that. And I feel like because you've done that here, someone here, you cut out of your energy because you felt like, yeah, please walk away, better things await you. So Leo, you may have walked away from somebody here and focused on yourself. You may have really invested yourself into a situation that you really felt like was going to go for the fences. You know what I'm saying? It was going to go the distance. And it didn't. You may have felt like someone was playing in your energy, just playing games, wasting your time, and you walked away. Now this person has had to look at themselves and humble themselves to the fact that they did you wrong and that they were being, I guess, false in a sense, and now they're ready to make things right. What else do we have? We have, where is the love? Yeah, I'm telling you, this is somebody you've cut off. This is somebody you've cut off. Soul tie severed, you've cut this person off, Leo. And the thing is, Leo, is by doing this, you may not have wanted to do this to this person. You may not want to cut them out or let them go, leave them alone. But you had to put yourself first, and that may have been really difficult for you. Somebody here may have been a slacker or a gold digger. You may be dealing with another fire sign that's receiving karma, a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. They think that they are not good enough for you, or they think that you aren't good enough for them. Yeah, I could go either way, but this is somebody in your energy, I really feel like you had to set boundaries where you had to walk away and just focus on yourself. And maybe this in turn helped them to realize that, hey, I need to take accountability for the way that I handle relationships, because they may have noticed a pattern in the way that people leave them, and they were like, okay, why does everybody do this to me? Why is everybody treating me this way? And not saying that, I don't want to say they had a victim mentality, but it's just more like, okay, what am I doing to make people treat me this way and walk away? Somebody here has made some changes here. They have, definitely. Also, Leo, okay, take it how it resonates, okay? This ain't, oh, goodness. That was my water. And apparently somebody didn't want this message to come out, but I'm going to say it anyway, Leo. Somebody's in a closet witch, or an undercover dark practitioner, and they may be practicing glamour magic. Yeah, you heard it. It happens. Leo, let me open up this door so it's not so echoey in here. Okay, see, that's a lot better now. A lot better. Okay, so Leo, let me get into some more index cards, and I'm going to get into some tarot, okay? I just want to get the tea. I just want to see what's going on. Okay, so someone may be dealing with a lack of self-awareness, and they may be moving too quickly. You may have had this, Leo. You may have had a lack of self-awareness about how fast you move things in connections and in relationships. You may have learned to take things slowly, even if you're really infatuated with someone or they're infatuated with you. You no longer allow people to rush you, and you're not rushing connections anymore. And this doesn't just have to be love. This could be family, friends, work, online, whatever. I really feel like that you weren't aware. You may have been like just really excited, really passionate. I mean, you guys are a passionate sign, right? So you guys may just be really excited and very passionate about being with someone and going the distance and having everything right. And you may be jumping the gun on things, and and it may not be working out. And I feel like some of you guys are discovering it. It says, I want to get past this so that I can spend forever making you happy that we did. Somebody is missing you. Somebody's missing you. This is somebody you had to set a boundary with. I really feel like you cut them off, or if you didn't cut them off, you just haven't really been in contact with them for real, and it really put them in their place. It did. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. So yeah, Leo, I really feel like you've learned to walk with confidence, okay? Both of those came out together. Your spirit team is reminding you that whatever doesn't work out, it is meant to not work out, okay? But spirit also wants to remind you that you also have a high spiritual ranking. So don't worry about feeling defeated, okay? Spirit wants you to be to continue to be focused on your path because you are destined for greatness, okay? So yeah, don't be so hard on yourself, Leo. Like I feel like I need to say that here. Also, someone may be coming out about their sexuality, LGBTQ. Take it how it resonates, okay? Yeah, that's the walk of life. Okay. All right, Leo. So let's get into some tarot here. See what's going on, Leo, in the background. All right, Holy Spirit, for my lovely Leo energies. What's the skinny? What's going on here in Leo's energy here? Okay, moving on, healing. We got the Six of Swords upright, which talks about a transition, leaving something behind, releasing baggage, moving forward, moving on to something that's more peaceful. You're focused on, like on this card, he's sailing to a more peaceful part of the world to live at. But he can see it in a distance. So it's like you're focused on eyes on the prize. Whatever has happened in the past, you are accepting it, Leo. It is what it is. Now it's like now you just want peace. You're ready to walk away from it. It's not working. You're healing. We have the Queen of Cups here. She's definitely Cancer energy here. So this could talk about you leaving something behind that's no longer serving you and working on your emotional stability. You're healing. You know, giving yourself some compassion and just forgiving the situation for what it is. What happened here? Okay, we got the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. We got the Page of Wands in reverse. This can involve kids. We have the Four of Pentacles upright. So Leo, you may have been married, or you were living a traditional life with someone, like living together with someone, may have had a family, things like that, okay? I really feel like that you're setting yourself free from this lifestyle. Living a little bit more, you're being unconventional, okay? I feel like you're standing on your own personal beliefs and deciding to go against the grain in your life. And you may have been procrastinating about doing this. This may be something that you have always wanted. Like this could be a newly formed idea or just like a passion. But at the same time, you feel like that by going on your own personal beliefs, Leo, this would have caused conflict in your life. You may have had self-limiting beliefs about what it is that you could do on your own. So you just went along with the flow of the universe here. You may seek stability and control. I'm not calling you a control freak, but I'm just saying like you have a comfort zone. Four of Pentacles, you like to hold on to things. And I really feel like that you really held on to the situation, you know, for the right reasons. But I don't really feel like that it was really serving you spiritually. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. It wasn't serving you emotionally. It sure wasn't. Something was a big disappointment here. You tried, it seems as though somebody in your energy also may have been trying to manipulate a situation with you. If this isn't family, like this could be family, like a controlling mom or dad, in-laws, someone greedy, someone's always in the finances, someone's always in the books, or someone's always talking about what they've paid, what they've done. This is somebody that you are just really ready to just leave behind. Somebody likes to be in control. But I also feel like, Leo, that you may have wanted that control and you may have desired it. And now you're walking away from it. It's like you're releasing control and it's going along with the universe. But I also feel like that you could be considering divorce because you feel like that the way that you're going is not going anywhere. You may feel like that even mentioning divorce or separation, if you're in a relationship, this could create conflict here because somebody here craves stability with you, security. They may be using you for stability or using someone for stability. Like, for example, like someone, you know, pays the bills. Somebody is learning to walk away from it though. Yeah, the Death in reverse, Scorpio energy. Somebody does not want something to end. That also talks about a personal transformation here. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this relationship is over, this connection. There may have been a lot of distrust in this connection here. There was a lot of tension and imbalance. Someone here may have been fearing change, holding on to things in the past. Things may have been stagnant in this relationship that you were in for a long time, Leo, or this family, like if this is like your mom or dad or something like that, they may be going through a divorce or, struggling or something like that. I really feel like just the tension of it. I feel like the tension in this household or whatever this is, this situation may be so thick that you can cut it with a knife. And I just really feel like you got fed up with it and you needed to get away. And it pushed you into your purpose. It pushed you into changing. Yeah, it's too much. The Temperance in reverse. Sagittarius energy. This was a total imbalance. Like someone here may have an addiction, alcoholism. I feel like, Leo, it was time for you to come back into alignment with yourself. I really feel like that, and I said this at the beginning of the reading, you really put others before yourself. You may feel inclined to do that, because you may be the matriarch of the family, or, that's just, you take care of your family and your friends. But I really feel like that you may have overindulged in trying to make other people happy, trying to hold on to something that's broken or is just not meant to work, and this was just making you unhappy. So, I mean, all around you thinking like, oh, well, this is the best thing to do. This is the comfort zone. But really, you're not happy. This person's not happy. It was a shallow connection, I'm hearing. Then we have the Justice in reverse. It was unfair, unbalanced. What is these? Yeah. Egotistical behavior. Somebody here may have been very domineering. Someone may have been very rigid, very stubborn. And there's a lot of disagreements, one up and all the time. Somebody likes to one up somebody. Somebody likes to win at all costs. We got the Five of Swords with the Emperor in reverse, Aries energy. So yeah, you may have dealt with a dynamic, and again, this doesn't have to just be love or marriage. This could be like family, like not getting along with your siblings, those you stay with, or just, things like that. I really feel like that you put up with it for a long time, though, just for the sake of the family, for the sake of the dream that you have, the way, that you were brought up to, stand by your family, stand by your love, or whoever, and I feel like now you're just like, dude, this is just too much. Okay, let me look into what's going on here with, divine intervention. Too much. Your spirit team had to step in, Leo, and give you a wake-up call, okay? You may have been afraid to walk away from this because you may have felt like that you were not financially stable enough, or maybe if this is your person, you may have felt like they may feel like they didn't have enough money to sustain themselves on their own. They may have just been staying out of comfort reasons, and I really feel like God really opened up somebody's eyes to make them look at that. Like, is this, you could do more. There's a song I listened to by one of my favorite metal bands. I like metal. The band is called As I Lay Dying. I think the song itself is called Reflection. And there's a verse where it says, is this your salvation? Is this all that you can give? I will not stand in the face of, what's it say? I will not stand in the reflection of someone else's dream. That's how it goes. Yeah. So basically it's saying that, is this the best you got for yourself? Like, when you go home, I mean, life as you live it right now, like, someone went home and, like, really sat down and was like, is this what I really want out of my life? Like, is this what I want? Is this the way I want things to continue going for me? What can I do to change this? Because this is just too much. I feel like that you realized that you were playing small, and you realized that you did not need to stay stuck in this. I feel like you try to fix something to make it work. You may have duct taped the hell out of it, like trying to make it work, Leo. But Spirit definitely stepped in and let you know that it was time for you to move on. It's time. It's time. It was time to move on. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this vengeance, this mine, this rival. Let me see what's going on with this drama. Somebody's mad at you, Leo. Mad at you, Leo. I wasn't lying. The Tower card. Somebody wants to tear you down. Or someone, I don't know, like something big or major is going on. What's going on with the Tower here for Leo? They're not happy. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Someone feels like that you changed your mind out of nowhere. Someone feels like that one moment you were happy or you were accepting of the situation or the relationship or whatever, you were living in. And then the next minute, you was like, okay, I changed my mind. I don't want to do this no more. So they feel like you flip-flopped. And it's kind of throwing them off, and they don't know what that means. And that there's a lack of inner joy here. There's a dissatisfaction with this sudden change. Someone here is very dissatisfied with the way that you have had this awakening, that you have chosen to release something. Someone is dissatisfied at the fact, Leo, that you've had a revelation about your life and a revelation about your past. And what's important to you, who's important to you. We have the Empress in reverse with the Six of Cups. So this could be, you know, someone you have kids with, someone you grew up with, someone that you have that you have spent a lot of time with, you have a lot of memories with. I really feel like that someone's really upset because they feel that they're selfish. This could be someone who is very codependent. They feel like they can't do nothing on their own. And the fact that you are focusing on yourself and being more independent and changing and evolving your way, Leo, they can't handle it. They can't. No, Knight of Wands reverse. Yeah, so somebody's got words for you. Somebody's got some words here. So what's their beef? I mean, what's their beef for Leo? You're Leo. Their beef with you, Leo, is that you're Leo. Pretty much, you're Leo. You're happy. The Sun card. The Sun. Success, all is well. You know how to look on the brighter side of things. You are manifesting through positive, happy energy. Even if you're not sure how things are going to work out, you know they are. And someone is very frustrated at the fact that they cannot keep you down. Look, we got the Ace of Wands here. And then the Judgment card. It kind of came out in reverse. Now, the Judgment in reverse could talk about self-doubt and resentment, but it could also represent, you know, a lack of self-awareness. Or it could also represent how you may have been ignoring the call from the divine. It also represents, yeah, I did say self-doubt. But as I was saying, Leo, somebody here is very dissatisfied with this new energy you have. You have an urge to create. You have a willpower, a desire. You have a new beginning, a new passion beginning before you here. And this is someone who feels like they're being punished by you healing. This is an unhealed energy that has done either little to no shadow work or is even humbled to the fact that they need to. You know, they're very egotistical maybe. And the fact that you can do this and this is bringing you an energy that they can't get from you. Someone is upset because they feel like that they should be the ones in your life that makes you feel this way. They don't like the fact that you make yourself feel this way. That's what I'm feeling here. Yeah. And they also know you have love on the horizon, new love with the Ace of Cups, but it also talks about, you know, you just moving on in your spirituality with the Chariot here, Cancer energy. You're overcoming challenges. You're making movement. You're taking action on things that you love. You may have had a phase, Leo, where you sat around wishful thinking, but now you're invested. We got the Seven of Pentacles there, the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Lover. So basically, Leo, this is someone that feels like that they got left behind. Okay? They see you stepping out into the world stage as brand new. You are shedding, you are letting go of what did not work for you before. And you have new opportunities coming in. This could be love, this could be job, whatever. It's all coming in for you and they can't understand it. This is the fruits of your labor. You know, bachelor, bachelorette energy. Everyone wants to be around you. You know, you're looking good, you're smelling good, all that jazz. And with the Lovers, Gemini energy, this is talking about a partnership, being in harmony. But this could also talk about a new job or something too. Like there's something, like someone feels you moving away from them and they know they don't have the capacity energetically or spiritually or vibrationally to keep up with you, Leo. So they'd rather be on the sidelines throwing evil eye at you. They're angry because they feel like that you have peace in your life. You're able to sleep at night. Now, I will say, I do notice it says rest in peace, okay? So take out resonates. But I'm just saying, Leo, this is somebody in your energy who is very much angry and frustrated, and they're unable to rest because you have peace in your life. Someone swore to themselves, it seems, that if and when you walked away from them or the situation, or if you moved out, like this could be a bad roommate, you know. Someone feels like that when you move out or when you left, that you was going to be asked out, excuse my language, but you was supposed to be fucked up over them, or you was supposed to be doing bad to where you was going to come crawling back to them and all that. And they're upset because it hasn't happened. You know, you may have stumbled, you know, you may have been uncomfortable moving on without them or making the decision to, but you're still going to course. You're welcoming being uncomfortable because you know change is different. Let me see what let me see what else is going on with their motive, because I just want to give you guys a heads up. It's just crazy. She's crazy, yo. All right, so tell me what I need to know about Leo. What should Leo know about this person? Okay, we got the Three of Swords. Okay, flew out in reverse. Okay, that's way too many. That was like almost a whole stack. Three of Swords could talk about third-party heartbreak. It doesn't have to just be like someone breaking your heart or you breaking theirs. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're healing and you're moving on. I feel like, Leo, that you really fought hard for this connection, whatever it was, whether this was love, marriage, friendship, family. I really feel like you fought hard for it, okay? But now you're at the point where it's just like, I can't do this no more. So what's going on with this person? You're just like, I can't do this no more. This person's defensive. They're ready to fight. This is somebody that wants you to keep repeating the same cycle, the same routine with them so that you can continue to be with them. Someone may offer you counseling, or you know you ain't going nowhere. You know, we've been together so many years, or you know like someone wants to keep you stuck by keeping you fighting for the connection. You're being called to stand up for yourself here, Leo, okay? Because someone may invite fight to your doorstep, okay? I'm not joking. They want to physically fight you. Like, that came out, okay? I really hope no one's trying to lay hands on somebody, but it seems like somebody is. Why do they want to lay hands on Leo? This could be a third party that got kicked to the curb and they mad at you or something like that. Yeah, Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody don't want you to move on. That's emotional baggage. That's like what I just said. Somebody wants you to keep fighting for something that isn't worth fighting for anymore. Yeah. Someone's upset though, because they know that you're following your heart and this is bringing you justice. It's bringing you truth and clarity. Because someone knows that after a period of rest, you know what you need to do with yourself, pretty much, and they can't handle it. So what are they trying to do to Leo? Nine of Wands in reverse. Someone was trying to overwhelm you. They want you to give up. Yeah, Strength in reverse. That's your card, Leo. Somebody's trying to weaken your position. They want to knock you off of your throne. They want to knock you off of your high horse, quote unquote. Someone feels like that if they keep picking at you with little petty fights, arguments, he said, she said, or he did, she, whatever. Someone feels like if they keep pulling on your energy by keeping up these little disagreements and stuff, that it's going to eventually wear you down, Leo, to where you will come running back to them and just be like, oh, fuck it, fine, let's get back together, you know. No, I don't like this. Somebody is just doing too much. Like, somebody here could be very aggressive too. Like, just not understanding a boundary, understanding when something is done. Somebody needs to move the hell on. What's their malfunction here for Leo? What's their malfunction? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. They don't work. Somebody here don't work, or they don't work on themselves, or someone here feels unappreciated. Someone feels like that they worked really hard for this connection with you, and they feel like that you owed them. You know, you owe them your hard-earned work, and they feel like that you owe them in a sense of, you know, you didn't appreciate them or something. We got the Three of Cups in reverse, third-party situation or gossip. We got the Seven of Cups. Ace of Cups in reverse, Leo, and the Six of Cups upright. Okay, this is an ex, dude. This is an ex or a third party that got cut off that's pissed off at you, Leo. They're pissed off. Also, Also, if this is like you breaking up with somebody, someone is trying to gaslight you into an argument about a third party being involved. Someone is trying to say it's your fault because, like, okay, no judgment, okay? But someone here may have been entertaining third parties, either you or them or both of you guys. Like, you guys may have been in separation or whatever, just met new people, whatever, and then it didn't work out. But what I'm saying, though, is someone is bringing up, like, skeletons. Someone is like, oh, how did you feel all high and mighty to have a spiritual awakening and walk away or make your life better and free yourself from me when you did this and that and you did this and that and you did this and that? Someone feels like that for everything that you've done against them that hurt them, and I'm sure it wasn't intentional, Leo, but someone feels like that for every little strike that you've done against them, that you owe them. Like you owe them you. Like, oh no, you've wronged me, so you gotta be my slave now. Like, I don't want to say slave, but it's what I feel. Someone is like, Leo, be real, someone is like, fuck your feelings. I don't care about how you feel. You owe this to this connection, to this family. You can't leave. You don't have a right to leave. You don't have a right to change. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? Because in the past, you really, really broke my heart. You really introduced these other people. There was gossip. There's lies going on here. Someone here was exploring their options, dude. And there might have been a lot of repressed emotions too here, Leo, that never got spoken up on. And someone feels like they have a bone to pick with you because they feel like that now that you are walking away, they're like, well, shit, let me just say what's been on my mind the whole time here. Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Two of Pentacles. Someone is going through a negative phase, or someone's about to experience bad luck. What's this Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Hold on. Okay, that's way too many. What's this Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Two of Pentacles talks about juggling. Page of Cups. I feel like kids are involved in this. I keep seeing a lot of kids here. So you may have kids with this person, or you grew up with them, or something like that here. It's very significant here. Someone feels like you keep going back and forth on what you want to do, or they're just trying to get you into that energy. Someone is using kids to try to make somebody stay stuck in a connection too. I'm seeing that. Someone is trying their best to keep this Wheel of Fortune stuck for you by making you juggle between, should I do this or should I do that? Like somebody is like, oh, well then how about this? Or how about that? Or how about this? Like somebody's trying to like I said, it's like they're pulling on your energy to drive in some kind of insecurity for you, Leo, so that you don't feel inclined to go out and do something better for yourself. Someone's trying to make you question yourself. I don't like it, Leo. I don't. Yeah, this is somebody, yeah. We got the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, so that's a home dynamic. Ten of Pentacles, like a family. Five of Cups in reverse talks about accepting it, moving on, letting something go. It is what it is. I feel like, Leo, that no matter what this person sends your way, it's not going to work. You've got your mind made up to walk away because it's not going to work out with this person. I feel like, Leo, that you really do have a goal in mind to have a happy, stable foundation and to be able to support your family, no matter if you're with, the baby mama or baby daddy or not. But at the same time, you can't have this while you're with this person or in this dynamic. You have to like kind of branch out on your own and find your own path into having that. Yeah, the sun. There goes the sun card again. That's your card, Leo. Second time. It's the sun. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's too many. So yeah, Leo, somebody here is trying to utilize family. They're trying to utilize kids. They're trying to utilize memories. Someone, like I said, I really feel like you may have invested a lot of time with this person, or this could be a family. Whatever it is, like someone is really trying to utilize like the connection that you have, or how long you guys have been with each other, around each other. They're trying to utilize that to pick at you. Yeah, fears and anxieties. The moon with the death card. Pisces and Scorpio with the lovers in reverse. Yeah, Leo, somebody here, they don't want you to have a personal transformation. This person here, this X energy here, they don't want it to be done. They don't want it to be done. They have a lot of fears and anxiety about it being really, really done with you. They're resisting this change. They're resisting this ending. They're holding on to it. And the death in reverse could also represent decay. You know, like something that needs to be better. Okay, I'm not trying to be grim, okay? But when something's no longer alive, it's best to bury them or cremate them, right? Imagine it sitting out and it's just decaying. You know, it's disrespectful. It's not pleasant to look at. You know, all of that, especially when it's something that you love and care about. This relationship could be decaying, or it has, and somebody's trying like hell to hold on to it. Somebody's also trying to hide how much they're resisting. Yeah, Chariot, it's time to move on. Yeah, somebody like Leo, it's just going back. Somebody here just wants you, they see you gone. Their number one fear is you being gone forever. This could be somebody that was always able to keep you in their energy. They were always able to draw you back through memories, guilt tripping, money, whatever it is, resources. Somebody here always felt like that you would be so insecure, Leo, or so codependent that you would never leave their side. And sadly, I feel like this is something that they've banked on for many years, being with you, around you, because they knew this was like a security so that they wouldn't be alone. So they always would. So this is someone who may be like, well, as long as I give them that comfort zone, you know, they won't leave me. But I feel like that you're like, screw the comfort zone. I want something bigger. And you're gone. You're freaking gone. Yeah, 3 of Wands. You're done waiting. Your opportunities are here. And you're just moving on. You're freaking moving on here. Someone feels like that you may have done this too, or may not have resonate, Leo, but you may have kept your plans to move on from this person hidden, and you may have just sprung it on them out of nowhere and left. And they didn't know until like you were gone, or they didn't take you seriously. And it's like when they figured out that you was dead ass serious, they got really upset at you. I feel that. Like, man, I feel a lot of that. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't see it coming. They didn't see it coming. Now we got blind and reservation, and then luck is at the bottom here. So Leo, I really feel like that what you're unable to see is that you have a lot of worth. What this person was unable to see is your own worth, Leo. They were so busy, I guess, focusing on what you could give them financially or physically or something like that. They didn't really see you. I don't want to, I mean, I'm not this person, but the energy is reading as though this person didn't really see you for who you were. They didn't value you. They did not see, they slept on you, pretty much. They slept on you. And they know this now, and it's too late. They didn't see this coming, Leo. They just didn't. Yeah, and it's too late. They're depressed about it. Someone knows that you're about to get the things that you absolutely desire. This could be someone who made you feel like that the sort of life that you always wanted and desired was only a fantasy. It was a delusion. It was never going to be real for you. It only existed in the movies or in the books or something like that. And this may have worked in the past, but now it's not. They know you're gone. They know you're gone. Yeah. They want you back. They want to bribe you. Somebody is trying their best to tempt you. They're trying to figure out what they can give you. Like I said before, this is somebody that I feel like may have reeled you back in, or if this is your person, or if you're cross-watching, welcome. Somebody was using like some kind of a hook to like reel someone in every time they would get going way too far. You know, like like someone's like, okay, you're going too far, so let me hook you back in by giving you some money, or giving you this, that, or other, or love bombing you, or something like that. Like, this is, yeah. Okay, we have collaboration here. What's this about for Leo? Which talks about you having backup, things getting better for you. You may have been craving like some kind of good news, something to encourage you and to bring you peace, Leo. And I feel like it's about to come in. This could be a job offer. And I say that because with the collaboration card, they're all standing around a computer, like on a team or something like that. So there could be a project or something you're working on, Leo, that's about to come in for you. And you're about to be able to relax. And you're about to finally have the peace and tranquility you've always craved, which you could not have in this connection. I really feel like you're going to get like exceedingly good news with the gluttony and good news. Like, I'm telling you, like, dude, something major is about to come in. Like, something you've been wanting for a long time. Ooh, but it all comes with an ending, though. It all starts, you have to make room. You have to out with the old, in with the new, Leo. Okay? Your spirit team wants you to know that it may be time for you to let go of what no longer serves you, okay? The death card came out, but with the death card, it also represents transformation, changing, and things being inevitable, something you can't avoid, okay? With the eternal love here, that came out with the death card. I feel like spirit wants you to know that you are on, I mean, there's a soulmate or like some kind of a really significant love here that you're about to meet, or you already have. Somebody you're meant to spend eternity with. This could be a true, like a twin flame. But in order for you to be with this person, or for them to be with you, there's a third party situation in the middle. This person feels like a third wheel if you've moved on and started dating someone new. They may be in the background doing death magic on your love life. And I hate to say that, Leo, but I really feel that. Like somewhere here, I mean, it doesn't have to be where they're going to a practitioner, although they could, because the closet witch did come out a minute ago, okay, in the index cards, okay? But what I'm saying, Leo, is that somebody here, they don't want to see you move on. So they feel like, okay, you brought an ending to what I want, so I'm going to go out here and do some fuck shit so that you can't have what you want. Yeah. And with that, let me get to my haters cards so I can see what's going on here. I don't really like to too much bring these out because I don't like to focus on like evil eye energy or someone like doing that foolishness. But when it's present, I like to be able to tell you the specifics about it. So let me get into it for you, Leo, and tell you who's been hating on you and why. Which I really feel like this is X, but still, I feel like there's more to it. It says their social media or their social media posts or memes are directed towards you. Yeah, someone's big mad and they're online voicing it. like like mentioning you in their posts but not mentioning you, you know? Get a dream catcher to hang over your bed. Yeah, Leo, that's what I'm saying. Like, excuse me. I feel like somebody here, they are sending negative energy your way because they want to crush a dream that you have. Make sure you're burning sage in your house, okay, guys? I just said keep a protection pouch with you. Somebody here may have gone to somebody, or spirit is just telling you to recognize negative energy that does not belong to you, okay, Leo? If all of a sudden you start feeling down and out of nowhere, things like that, check that energy and send that shit back to sender. Somebody here is trying to pull on your energy, and I've said this. They're trying to pull on your energy so that you will eventually become so drained that they can like win you back the way they want you. They will play victim once they know they're losing. Yeah, this is somebody who feels like you victimized them. Somebody is doing this. They're sending this negative energy towards you because they feel like they need their lick back. And I said this at the beginning of this reading, Leo. Somebody feels like, I got to get my lick back. Like, you know, like, causing you to lose your appetite. Yeah, so watch your body and watch your appetite and things like that. Like if you notice like rashes, you're having trouble sleeping, which that could be a symptom of a crown chakra awakening too, because that came out for you, Leo. But I'm just saying, like, when somebody's, you may know when someone's messing around with your energy. Okay, you may lose your appetite, have trouble eating things, stuff like that. If so, definitely start cleansing your energy. Take spiritual baths. Burn sage, get your crystals and your candles out. Hate tweets towards you, petty birds, tweet. Yeah, someone here, and they may be on X or Twitter or whatever the hell it's called now, and they may be on there talking mess about you. What else? So retarded, guys. Personality disorder. They don't know how to be themselves. This is somebody that they don't have a life. Their life is everyone else's life. And I'm not saying that in a humble way, like, oh, I'm putting everybody before myself, so I really put myself on the back burner. I don't mean it that way, Leo. I mean that this is somebody who, like, they have a lot of things that they should focus on within themselves, but they don't. They don't focus on none of it. They don't. They're too busy projecting their insecurities and the things that they haven't dealt with onto you and onto other people around them. They may have narcissistic personality disorder. But what I'm saying though is that somebody here, they may need to seek professional help, or this is just someone whose thought process is around. I mean, it's like their thought process is about being pretend to be someone else, not being true to themselves. They're not humble. They're just putting on a show. The person causing you negativity is an earth sign. So this could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, Leo that could be doing this. Causing chaos and fights in your love connections. They talk about you behind your back. This is what I mean. That somebody here could be gossiping. Someone could be going around spreading gossip about you. Like, for example, if you're like going through a breakup of some sort, whoever you've broken up with, they could be running to either your family or their family or both of you guys' family and spreading like false rumors or BS about what's really going on, like gaslighting, trying to make it seem like you're the one that caused all the issues, all this and the other. It's like they're trying to get a following, okay? Also, this could be somebody, once they find out that you're talking to someone new, they may be trying to throw salt in your game. They may try to reach out to them on social media or something and try to try to lie and say that you're still messing with them, or, intimidate them or something like that. Misery loves company, Leo. I may very well rename your reading to that, for real. Okay, we got fake spiritualists that came out in the reverse. Somebody here could be presenting themselves as a very spiritual person. They practice certain things, but they're not actually true to the craft and what it means spiritually. They're not. This is someone who is just in it for appearances. They're only in it to spy. You see how this woman is like looking through like a broken door or something? Somebody could be using magic or tarot or divination to see what somebody's got going on so that they can use it to gain somehow. Also, at the bottom of his deck, we have Spirit Team. Your ancestors, angels, spirit guides, gods, and goddesses have got your back. And something may have happened during Mercury retrograde, too, because we just came out of that like a few days ago. Yeah, so that's enough of those cards I'm going to pull. So, yeah, Leo, somebody here, they're just trying to discourage you. And this is somebody who feels like, if I can't do this to Leo physically, if I can't stop them physically from moving forward, if I can't stop them physically from moving on from me, then I got to do something energetically to put them in their place. And it's going to backfire, dude. It's just straight up about to freaking backfire on their asses. Like, point blank period. Let me get you some. Where my cards go? Yeah. Okay. All right, Leo, I'm about to close this reading out soon, but I'm going to get you some closing messages and like advice and things like that. What's the advice here for this situation, Holy Spirit? Let me ask that first. What's the advice here for Leo about this situation with this toxic energy? Leo, I want to say this. You are on the right path, okay? Things are changing for you. You're putting yourself first. You're starting to look at life differently and seeing the beautiful small things that really are more important than the BS. Don't let this person or anyone in the future come into your energy and take that away from you. Don't. Somebody wants to steal your joy. They want to stomp out that light you have. And I feel like you have a right to have it. And if they want to be miserable, let their asses be miserable. What's the advice here? Okay, we got the Three of Cups. What's the advice, Three of Cups? Which can talk about happiness, friendship. Four of Wands. Somebody could be getting married. Somebody may be reaching a milestone that's going to be celebrated very soon. These are two celebratory cards. So there could be a party, a gathering. You guys, I'm seeing new houses, new apartments, condos, new jobs. Somebody's traveling. Oh, Dominican Republic. I don't know what that's about. My ear itched on that one. There could be a homecoming too. There could be a marriage. Somebody here could be getting married. Spirit is saying to celebrate your successes, okay? The Four of Wands also represents a milestone. So, Leo, the advice here is Spirit is like, keep up your positive attitude and keep celebrating. Keep celebrating no matter how mad this person gets. Don't let them intimidate you. Someone may be trying to intimidate you to the point where you feel like you can't celebrate or be happy around them because, you know, they're going to, like, no. Like, Spirit's like, no, be you and be happy. Yeah, somebody's insecure. Page of Cups in reverse, but someone's very immature as well. Someone here has a wounded inner child that severely needs healing. That's inner child wounding right there. But someone is also very immature, though, like I said. Someone's very emotionally immature. They're a shit starter. You know this now. Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Courage, confidence, independence. Yeah, so now that you know what held you back before, Leo, nothing can stop you. You have a new zest for life. You're determined. You're joyful. You're focused. You're confident. You're courageous. You may have experienced some creative blocks in the past, like doubting yourself, doubting your worth. There may have been a lot of things, but now you walk in confidence. Now you are looking good. People are recognizing it. You're having a breakthrough here. Success is on your mind and you're manifesting it. You have the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, Spirit is like, whatever it is that you are determined to have, you are going to get it. You're gonna have mental clarity on how to receive it too. What is for advice for Leo? Spirit is asking you, Leo, to put your emotional stability and contentment and satisfaction first, and to defend it and to stand up for it. Don't let nobody take you down. We got the Nine of Cups with the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so Spirit is like, stand up for yourself. There's going to be challenges. People are going to challenge you because your wishes are coming true. Abundance is going to start raining in for you, Leo. Cars, money, love, children, whatever. It's about to start coming in. And I really feel like when it does, you're going to be very grateful for it. You're going to be very happy. This is something that's going to bring you a life of luxury and stability. But at the same time, you're going to be challenged, okay? Spirit is reminding you to maintain control, okay? Make sure that you maintain control of your emotional stability and put your needs first. Don't get gaslit out of something. Don't let somebody gaslight you and ruin your whole mood, okay? Like, make sure that you're protecting, continue to protect your emotional stability. Don't let nobody bring you down. Yeah, 10 of Wands. That's why I came out sideways as a challenge. Yeah, somebody's just trying to burden you to the point where, again, you just, I give up, let things just be what they are. Yeah, someone wants you to procrastinate on yourself. Someone here is a shit starter. Page of Wands in reverse is a shit starter energy. That's bad news, shocking news, heated messages back and forth, like F you, all that nice, colorful language. You know what I mean, Leo? Somebody here wants to start shit, okay? And because they want to be a burden. Now, use your own discernment, Leo. Everybody's situation is different, but that's what I'm getting here. Anything else before I go to the closing messages here on the Spirit for Leo? Okay, we got the Seven of Pentacles, which talks about hard work and you thinking about the long-term view. Spirit is reminding you that things that you invest into take time to manifest, okay? Like, these are seeds in a garden, and even though he's planted these seeds and they're starting to grow, they're just not quite ready yet. But at the same time, the man on this card seems satisfied because he knows that with divine timing, they're going to come in and it's going to be fruitful here. King of Wands, fire sign energy. I think he's Aries or something. But anyways, this could be you, Leo, okay? And this is you being a natural leader, an entrepreneur. You may be investing into stocks and things like that. Now, of course, I know what's going on in politics and with tariffs and things like that. I'm not going to get into that. Okay, but so I will say this, okay? If you're looking into going into stocks or, investing in things like that, I think it's a great idea, but just, be a little careful right now, okay? Because things are kind of shaky on the stock market. If you haven't watched the news, please watch the news. That's all I'm going to say, okay? I'm not going to get into politics on here. But what I'm saying, though, Leo, is Spirit is inviting you to invest into your stability, to invest into your future. You're going to overcome any challenges that come your way. You are very much career focused at this time. You're maturing. You're persevering over things that held you back. You're putting in the hard work. Spirit wants to let you know, Leo, also that what you're putting in is going to be sustainable. So if you question, like, okay, you may have an insecurity or a fear or a doubt, Leo, about maybe moving on or doing something because you may wonder if you'll be able to sustain it. It's not even so much as can you get it. You're like, can I keep it? Like, what happens if I can't? Like, then what? And Spirit is like, this is something that you're not going to have to worry about. Because with the sort of energy that you're bringing in here with the Knight of Wands, you're fearless. You know, you're ready to take action. You know, this is your inspired action. You're adventurous. But also, and you're very passionate as well. Well, Spirit is like, as long as you keep the energy up, as long as you stay driven and motivated to keep going after what you know you deserve and what you want, as long as you keep that energy, you're not going to have to worry about that. You're just not. No. And this is in love too. 2 of Cups. I also feel like, Leo, the Spirit is inviting you to take a leap of faith into a connection. Also, somebody wants to come in and talk to you. This could be you or someone else, but someone has been in the background reflecting, thinking about investing into something. That someone here has been investing into themselves to make themselves better because they want to come and offer you something, but it's like in the past they weren't sure if it was good enough. But now they feel like that they have the energy that's needed to give you what you need so that they can give you unified love. Someone here may want to propose or ask for marriage, a partnership. This is something mutual here. With the Magician and the 3 of Pentacles, somebody wants to come in and take action and build something with you. They want to work together and work something out with you. Yeah, so this could be somebody from the past. This could be future, whatever. Bottom line though, Leo, is that you having that drive, that energy, that passion to be fearless. In other words, it's like Spirit is saying love as though you've never been hurt. That's what I'm getting. This could be new love on the horizon after heartbreak. And this could come in right when you least expect it, after you've healed and you're ready for it, of course. You know, because that's up to you. If it's not, someone could be returning. And they're returning better than what they left you. Somebody left you and they weren't where they were supposed to be to come into union with you. Now they're ready and they're ready to take action. So if you're cross-watching, this could be you watching, you know, your person transform out of a situation they were going through. And now they're wanting to come back in and make things right. And I mean really right, not just BSing you or breadcrumbing you. I'm also getting that if this is you, you are preparing yourself for the true love that you've always wanted and desired. And it's manifesting because you're taking action towards building something that's stable and you're being patient with yourself. And this is when love is going to come in and this is going to be very rewarding for you. This is something that you've been manifesting. You've been manifesting this forever. Yeah. Okay. Any more advice about love for Leo? New love. Anything else for Leo? New love. Okay, we got the 4 of Swords, which talks about resting or meditating. Knight of Swords came out sideways, which is like a challenge. Excuse me. Knight of Swords, I believe, is Aquarius energy. That's being assertive, ambitious, defending beliefs, like seeking the truth, like speaking facts. So, Leo, Spirit is saying that I got 2 messages here. Ooh. One is someone's been contemplating on coming and speaking the truth to someone. Someone wants to come in and fast, like come in out of nowhere and just be like, hey, I need to tell you something, okay? I didn't tell you this before, but I need to let you know this now. This is how I feel about you or something like that. That's what I'm getting, Leo. Like this is somebody who's been like, I don't want to say they're in time out, but they've been like just resting, like not really taking action or anything, just kind of reflecting on what's the best move here. Someone here has been meditating on how to do something, and now they're driven to succeed, and they're coming in. I'm also getting, Leo, that Spirit is saying that if you're anxious or worried about your love life or who's coming in or if you'll be ready, Spirit is also inviting you to take a moment of rest, to allow yourself to heal, to allow yourself some solitude so that you can, you know, really reflect on what you need to do and make a move towards, in the right direction. Or maybe even speak a truth here. Okay, we got the 2 of Pentacles and the Sun. All is well, success. Spirit is telling you to go along with the flow of the universe, Leo. That's just going to be the last 2 tarot cards I pull. The Sun card came out for what, the 3rd time now? Spirit is saying to remain positive. Things are about to be pleasurable for you. You're about to be happy. You're about to be successful. Everything's going to be okay. Spirit is just asking you to keep balancing your decisions, going along with the flow of the universe, and make sure you're managing your time properly. What's the takeaway advice here for Leo? Okay, we have faith. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet you still must do exactly that, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Spirit wants you to have faith in yourself and in your situation, Leo, okay? You may have went through a really, really hard time, just really trying to discover who you are, what's best for you, struggling with leaving someone behind that you really, really care about, that you have a lot of investing into. Spirit is saying that don't feel bogged down, okay? Be brave, okay? Also, we have speak up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so that you can move on and be happy. It's time to speak up. So the closing cards here, Leo, are definitely saying to you to have faith and trust in the process, but also to be more assertive and to speak your truth, okay? You may have been in an energy of not wanting to upset anyone, kind of people pleasing in a sense, and Spirit is like, no, it's time for you to speak up on something that you've been holding in. Someone here has repressed emotions about something or somebody, and they really need to speak up on it. They really do. And it's really starting to bother them. Let me do one more. Keep going. It may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress towards your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. I think I just mentioned that. Like, you really went through a really rough time, and you may have been on a long path, and you could be wondering, like, is this going to go on forever? Like, when is this going to change? Keep your thoughts positive. That's why that sun card came out like 50 times in this reading. All upright, too. Like, it didn't come out reversed not one time. I don't think. Spirit is reminding you, even when the sun card is reversed, though, it still means positive. It just means you're being pessimistic. Spirit is saying to keep your thoughts positive, manifest through positivity. Even if you're not sure how it's going to work out, you know it is. So keep your thoughts positive. Have faith. Speak up on what you want and what you need and what you deserve. And don't give up. Please keep going. Okay? And with that, Leo, I'm going to conclude your live reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. And again, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, but I'll get them straightened out, okay? For now, though, I'm just going to record my lives on my phone, okay? I love you guys so very much. Please have a great night and be blessed, okay? Bye.